I like to think that LCROSS and all of NASA's new suite of missions are going to inspire a whole new generation of kids, like my own two daughters, to take humanity into its next steps in space. So wherever you are, this is for you, Walter. We miss you.
All stations flight, 5 minutes to Centaur impact.
Spacecraft is getting very close to crater rim and mountainous region there on the top, causing a shadow that spreads over a portion of the crater floor. The Centaur will be targeting that shadowed region where we suspect ice is most likely to inside. With the image that's being shown now, you'll see kind of the central large crater there with a small crater at its top. The Centaur is expected to impact on the left part of the large shadow.
Flight, 2 minutes to Centaur impact, and we are 1 minute to start of MBM sequence 2 and payload flash mode.
The shadowed region to the bottom left of that small crater on the rim of Cabeus is our targeted impact point. Rusty Hunt, the flight director, announced earlier that NBM sequence 2 would be running soon. That is the flash sequence, the beginning of the science sampling sequence that governs the remainder of the observation.
All stations flight mark, 60 seconds to Centaur impact. We start of NBM sequence 2.
We've just started sequence 2. This is flash mode now. This will run from 1 minute prior to impact.
Flight payload confirm sequence 2 start.
Through 3 seconds after the impact. We'll then switch to curtain mode, which will last for 3 minutes, and then the final minute before the shepherding spacecraft impact will be called crater mode.
Science, please change NIR 1 to OPR 9. Over.
Copy NIR 1 to OPR 9. Command flight, set it up. That November or Mike. flight confirm that's November.
November.
IR.
We are, the science team is now communicating to the flight team to adjust some camera levels.
Flight confirm near infrared November, correct?
On
Confirm.
near infrared camera.
Send NIR1 to OPR9. Copy. Sending command. All stations flight. Mark Centaur impact.
That was an announcement by the flight director that the center impact should have.
Flight payload confirm receipt of command over. Flight payload curtain start over. Copy that payload.
We should be looking for some signs of the impact on the leftmost part of the.
By with mid-infrared changes.
The left side of the shadow, right below the dimpled crater on the crater, the larger crater rim.
Flight, this is science. Make the rate changes. MIR 1, 1 hertz. MIR 2, 0.1 hertz. Over.
Copy science command flight MIR 1 to 1 hertz. Sending MIR 1 at 1 hertz.
And the science team is directing the flight team to adjust the sampling rate of some of the instruments to fit within the 1 megahertz.
Ready with MIR 2 at 0.2, 0.1.
The 1 megahertz signal limit.
Go flight. Command flight, send MIR 2, 0.1 hertz. MIR 2, 0.1 hertz, sending command. Flight confirm receipt of command over. Copy that payload. All stations flight 1 minute to transition to DV mode.
Transition to DV mode, which is Delta V mode, actually is a control mode for the spacecraft. It allows us to slew much more quickly, to continue pointing at the suspected Centaur impact point, even though the shepherding spacecraft will be impacting a couple of kilometers away. This is the last minute before the shepherding spacecraft also impacts the surface of the moon, and the last minute of flight. We're watching the remaining few seconds of the L-Cross mission as we approach very rapidly the surface of the Cabeus crater.
Transition to DV mode.
Flight. NIR 2, OPR change request. NIR 2 to OPR 10. Over.
Set November. NIR 2 to OPR.
Yes, confirmed.
10.
November.
Ready. Command flight send November IR 2 to OPR 10. Command set. Flight payload confirm receipt of command. Copy payload.
These are the
Shipping spacecraft impact.
very last seconds of the shepherding spacecraft trajectory as it approaches the lunar surface. We are seeing very small craters within the crater.
We confirm